Hello and good morning. How are you doing today, Mr. Tommy?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm very fascinated with what you are bringing forward on Peacock. I love you. You hate me. This is an important piece of history only because you're taking us behind the scenes, guy.
Yeah. I mean, we learned sort of like where Barney came from. It was these two school teaching moms that wanted to make something positive for their children, something that was educational and also could grab their attention.
And yet it has a strange little twist to it, a storyline that I had no clue was even taking place.
Yeah. It was just so big back in the day. 1993 was what they called their Elvis year for Barney, and it was just everywhere so much that people felt the need to bash it.
Well, big as in like I've been a mobile entertainer for 29 years, and I remember the days when Barney first came out. If we weren't playing the I Love You, we were losers. I mean, that was such a big part of our day.
Yeah, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song or seeing some of the Barney merch, but what's interesting is we found out that the I Love You song was actually used for torture quite a few times. So it is, it's the eye. I guess the beauty is the eye of the beholder in some sense, right?
Yeah. Well, speaking of beauty, no color is happier than purple. When I heard that quote, I'm going, oh my God, there's a lot of thought went into this character.
They wanted to create a security blanket for children. Like that, at times, like we're even thinking about making it like an actual blanket that came to life, which would be so weird. But for a while, Barney was not even named Barney, but it was a bear, but then Cheryl brought her son to a dinosaur exhibit and just saw how he lit up. All children love dinosaurs. Yep. So they decided to change it to a dinosaur instead, and they named him Barney. And, no one quite remembers where the color purple came from, but even the first three tapes so it was a tape first before a TV show, and it was much of a darker purple. It was almost like a blue. And the lines in the Barney face were a lot more aggressive, a little bit more T-Rex-like. But on the fourth tape, they changed the voice where it was a lot lighter. They made the color more magenta and sort of rounded out the edge that we sort of now see the Barney that we're familiar with. And they did like 8 tapes before PBS came knocking and put it on their programming in 1992. So it was really interesting.
And the documentary we're talking about is on Peacock. Listeners need to understand that. It's on Peacock. It's called I Love You, You Hate Me. One of the things that is so fascinating and a true connection here is the fact that it's a lot of people sharing their personal experiences, the journey. It's not just like a narrator going through it. You bring real people to that lens.
Yeah, the best way to tell a story is through character. And yep. Barney was filled with really interesting characters. One of the original Barney, we show him as a mime before he was Barney. We interviewed the San Diego chicken in the chicken outfit. So there's quite a list of characters that we have in this docuseries to tell the story of Barney.
As an adult, I really did watch Barney. I really did, because I wanted that rush, that high, that little positive message. Because, there were some crazy times when Barney first came on.
Yeah. The counterculture was quite unique in that, like, Barney comes out in 1992 and Nirvana was like number one at the time. Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez were like, just coming out of Sundance. Jerry Springer was on TV. So I can see you wanting to watch that.
Yeah. Would you say that Barney was a successful story in teaching love, peace, and happiness? Because we do see both sides or all sides of it in the documentary.
Absolutely. I think we show respect towards Barney and show that it was a lovable character. And for its audience, it did the job very well done.
Well, there's some haunting times inside this documentary because, you do kind of prove that, humans have this need, or they really do concentrate on the opposite of love, and that's hate.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a unique relationship with the word love and what it means and how it feels. And if you don't have a good relationship with that word, I think the reaction towards it is the opposite, and we see a lot of the people who started the I Hate Barney Secret Society or the Jihad Destroyed Barney, like these people are coming at a way where Barney just sort of hit these sort of triggering words and had them have different sort of reactions. Why someone might hate Barney says, I think, more about themselves than anything. Bob West, voice of Barney, he talked about, like, Barney was a mirror to all the things we didn't like about ourselves. So it was never really about Barney, some of this dislike, but it was just kind of what it made us feel.
Did you get up close and personal with it in the way that it's, because if I were to see the actual Barney costume or just Barney in front of me, I would melt like an Elvis Presley fan, because I mean, that's the kind of energy and performance that Barney brought to that television screen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we didn't like, have anyone put the suit on because, I think it's somewhere Mattel owns it right now.
Yeah.
But, for sure. We talked, you need to see the suit to really feel that love and the power of Barney, because it's in every smile that these people we talk to, bring.
Yeah. What did you personally learn? There had to have been a shock and awe moment where you go, oh my God, I had no idea.
There's a lot of things, especially just the story and the reactions towards the creators and the family and all that sort of stuff. But to me, like, I remember when I was a kid, Barney came out when I was 10 years old, and later me and my friends would I remember I asked my Aunt Ro to make me a Barney suit so me and my friends could pretend to beat it up on video. We thought we were funny. We thought we were like Mad TV. My friend Timmy dressed like Mr. Rogers. We actually squeezed some of that video in the movie itself, just like for a couple seconds. They say you blink and you miss it, but it was just really interesting to see, to think about it. Why did I hate Barney back then? Because I was too old for Barney, but I can respect now what the character of Barney and what that role Barney plays in our lives. Like, my Barney is Cookie Monster. Like, who would your favorite Barney was growing up?
HR Puff and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and of course Cookie Monster. I loved Cookie Monster because I was a Sesame Street geek when I was a kid.
Totally. I mean, how could you not be,
Yeah. So let's talk about the future. Because people are going to watch this 2-part documentary on Peacock, and there's creative minds are going to say, what this world needs right now is another Barney. We need that peace, that love, that happiness, and something's going to come out of this. And I just think that your documentary is going to be a seed.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to think that, if it's not, Barney coming back, but just like that message of Barney, why can't we be nice to each other? Why can't we, and it's not necessarily nice, but how can we just not be jerks to each other, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we explore, and I think it will hit certain feelings towards other people. So I'm really interested. It comes out tomorrow on Peacock, so I'm really excited to see people's reaction to it.
Absolutely. Dude, you got to come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Well, congratulations on this project, and I look forward to talking about more things with you in the future.
Thank you so much.